Hi guys, welcome back to the kitchen. I thought I'd take you along today as I make up one of our family's favorite meals. It's a lasagna. It's a nice hearty meal. It also makes a lot, so we end up with leftovers, so everybody's got a little something for lunch over the next couple of days. So it's a pretty simple meal, or at least the way I do it is a pretty simple meal to put away, but there are a number of steps, so I thought I'd take you along for all of those, and you can see what we end up with. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a simple pasta sauce, and to do that I'm just going to fry up some mushrooms and onions with some garlic. And then when that is sort of, the onions are a little bit translucent, I'll throw in some ground meat, fry that up till it's well done, and then I'm going to throw in some store-bought pasta sauce. So I'll bring you along while I do that, and I'll put you on time lapse so you can watch me prep everything, and I'll bring you back when I'm got that well on the go. I didn't do much seasoning with the meat other than a little bit of poppy rays and some oregano because the cans of pasta sauce already have the spices and flavorings added. So I'm just going to let this sit here and simmer for another 5 minutes or so, and then I'll move this over to the counter, clean up this mess, and get started with the next step. Okay guys, so I've got everything cleaned up for making the pasta sauce. So the next step is to make the actual lasagna noodles. This is a machine that Darrell gave me for Christmas, and I absolutely love it. I used to make pasta before that, and it wasn't near as easy as it is now with this pasta machine. So what I found for the size lasagna that I'm going to make, it requires a recipe and a half. So I've never done it, tried putting everything in at once. So what I'll do is I'll make a recipe, and then when that's just about finished extruding, I will do the half recipe. If any of you have a machine like this and know whether or not I can, do a recipe and a half all at one time, I'd, please let me know. It would be much easier if I could do it all together, but I really don't want to, burn out the motor in the machine. So to make pasta in this machine is really easy. So what it comes with its own measuring system. So it calls for 2 flour, and so you just fill this up with flour. One, two. It doesn't call for salt, but I like to add about a half a teaspoon of salt to it. Put the cover on, turn it on. Sugar. We're finished with the flour and that measuring cup. Now it says to take 2 eggs, 1, 2, Excuse me while I wash my hands a little bit. Get rid of the egg. 2 teaspoons of olive oil. And then you just bring it up to the line, the marked line, with water. There we go. Break up the eggs. Turn the machine on. Make it a double batch. And then you just gently add your liquid down through the hole in the lid. It will mix for 5 or 6 minutes, and then it will start spitting out noodles. So I'm going to put you on time lapse while I make this batch and then the next one of noodles, and I'll bring you back when they're all done. There you go. The machine will do the rest. Okay guys, that is actually 2 batches of noodles made up. I decided to, instead of doing a batch and a half, I did 2 full batches. I've got them sitting here now on damp, clean dish towels. I'm going to clean up everything here. You can see we got quite a few. There's another layer under this one. I'm going to clean this up, and then we're going to boil them, cook them for 3 to 4 minutes. I didn't mind making the double batch when I got at it because they freeze quite well. What I have here is some noodles that I made the last time I did this, and you can see that, you know, they froze quite nicely and can be used in today's recipe. I only had, you know, bits and pieces left over the last time I did it, so that's why there's no full sheets, but you can see they're in perfect condition, the little bits that I do have there. So if I have any left over today, I'll just put it in the bag and freeze it for next time. So let me get everything cleaned up here, and then we'll be back to boil up these noodles. Okay guys, so what I got here now is a pot of boiling salted water. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lasagna noodles down into water for 3 or 4 minutes. And then I will drain them. Okay guys, so this is the last step. I have a pan that I have sprayed with non-stick spray. I have the pasta sauce that we made up earlier. My noodles, I boiled them for 3 minutes. Then I drained them and rinsed them with cold water. I have some pre-washed spinach. I have some shredded cheese, and I have some cottage cheese. So it's time to start assembling. So the first thing I'm going to add is a couple of scoops of our sauce right down to the bottom. Spread this out so it covers the bottom of the pan. Then I'm going to start adding our noodles. I don't mind if they overlap slightly. I'm going to keep them going all one direction. So there we go. That is a load of noodles, which I am now going to cover with another couple of scoops of our spaghetti sauce. Or pasta sauce. Spread that all out. I don't bother to cook the spinach. It will get cooked while the pasta is in the oven. So there we go, some spinach. Then we're going to dollop on the cottage cheese. And on top of that then, I'm going to spread some shredded cheese. So this is a blend of cheddar and mozzarella. It's not quite as greasy as if you used 100% cheddar. So with that done, I'm going to put on some more noodles, but this time I'm going to put them perpendicular to the ones that I laid the last time. So these ones are all going to be going back and forth across the pan instead of lengthwise. Just making sure I've got complete coverage. Now I'm going to repeat and put on sauce. Spinach, cottage cheese, and lastly, a generous sprinkling of cheese over the top. So as I said, it makes quite a lot, but there'll be leftovers for the next 3 or 4 days for us all for lunches. There we go. Now I'm going to put this, I'm going to cover this I'm first of all going to cover it with a piece of parchment paper to protect the aluminum foil from the acid in the tomato sauce. And then I'm going to use the aluminum foil to hold down the parchment paper. I'm then this will go in the oven at 350 for about an hour to heat everything up, make it nice and bubbly and gooey. And I'll bring you back after the whole thing is cooked. So there it is, ready to go into the oven. Something I always do before I put it into the oven is to put it on a parchment lined cookie sheet. That way, if anything bubbles over, it doesn't get down and ruin the bottom of my oven. It also gives me some place to tuck the aluminum foil in so that everything stays nicely covered. So I'll bring you back when it's finished cooking. Well guys, she's out of the oven, nice and melted and bubbly. Let's see what she's gonna look like. This corner piece is always my favorite. So perfectly done. Looks excellent. With some Caesar salad and some garlic bread, it's going to make an absolutely delicious meal. So thanks for watching, and I'll get back to you on what it tastes like.
Now boss, have a look at this. I love lasagna. And cheesy. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, delicious. I'm gonna finish this off now, folks. We're gonna enjoy supper. Sorry, I had stuck in my throat. Enjoy supper, and we'll catch you in the next video, folks. Great lasagna, dear. Loves it. Thanks guys for watching. Talk to you later.